Sorry for the wait there, chat. Let's see, so looks like there's a new update for Micro today, so let's see. Chase the skies here. So 1.21.90 update. So we're into the chase, the skies drop, rise in happy, or raise a happy gas, and build between the clouds, uncover a new music disc, and more. Play today. So they added a couple of things today. So let's what's on this? So we'll try out the new update today. So we haven't been on this world for almost like I think a month almost. So we'll have to check out and see what's changed. So let's load that. So let's see what they added in this update. So if they added a new music disc, I'm a bit curious to see what it's gonna be. Wait a minute, did they add the visual? Hold on, they added the visual today? Let me check that for a second. Let's see, video. Hold on, I'm gonna have to check that. So hold on, so save here. Oh, and they also changed the loading or the micro screen as well. And there's one thing I'm gonna have to maybe try this later on. Is I was able to find my original. I think it was like the first tutorial world. I'm gonna have to go and look at that because I was able to open that up and check it out. Where do I go to? Upcoming experiments. Settings. Video. And I don't know, does that actually change? I want to see if that changes this one or not. So let's have a quick peek on the creative and see if it changed anything. If it has, that would be awesome. See, have they changed anything? I don't know if that changed anything or not. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Because I know there's a way to check and see. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. So I'm gonna go to, let's see, settings, vibrant, vibrant visuals. So it's on that. So at that. So that's on medium. This needs to be on medium. Now this is going to be the moment of truth. Let's see how this looks. Because this will be a big game changer if they did this. And it's starting to look a little bit different though too. Alright, so let's see, we're loading in. Now let's see, does it change? So it changed a little bit. Let's see, did it add reflection though? Because I know to add a couple things. Or it could be, hold on. It might be the pack I have on. See, make sure to save that. And then I'll come back to that one in a little bit. There we go. I was like wondering. My goodness. This is crazy. And you can see like your little shadow there too. My goodness. This is crazy. Make sure it's not too hot there. Oh my goodness. This is so awesome. So hold on, we're gonna take it easy though too. Man, even the water. That is crazy. So we got the village there. And then man, just peeks over the mountain there. Look at that. Even like if you go behind something, it's like there's like a shadow there. That is crazy. Yeah, you can see some water physics there. But man, the detail on like the shading though. See, even right here, just like you can see, you can walk through here. Some of the light goes through that. That is awesome. See, look at this. It just goes right through all that. Look at that. Even the water is different too. Like you can see the water there. Some of the blocks are different there. Man, that is crazy. Even the little lights right here. Then when we go into the desert's a little bit brighter. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with this a little bit. So what does this look like at nighttime, I wonder? My goodness, that is crazy. Just cuts through like the mountain there, just like that lighting. That is crazy. And you got the village over there, that over there. Man, even just seeing the lightning go from the 17 liter, my goodness. And then you got the mecha team leader. And see there, it made. See, that is really nice. The glowing from the redstone is a lot better now. See, I knew the redstone was going to be a really nice touch to it. And another spot I really want to check out is, let's see, some of these areas over here. See, even at nighttime it looks really awesome as well. So I want to look at that again. Sunset. See, it just bounces off of all of it. See, it goes right through all the buildings. See, that is awesome. It just leaves like a good shadow in there. And then if you go between the buildings too, it's like, see the little light going through there. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You even see like when it goes through the little lights right here. That is awesome. That's a definite, I'm gonna have to mess around with that. Just gets right through there. Goodness. Don't know how they would able to do that. There. Sorry for the wait there, chat. Now let's see. But man, I'm just mind boggled of like seeing all this. And see, like, it just reflects the water and just does all that. That is awesome. I'm just still mind boggled that they were able to add this. But man, even some of these things are back here. Still just mind boggles me that it's able to do this. Yeah, I can see the little shadows from the pirate ship as well. Yeah, they're all just, man. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the little zoo in here and see if that changed anything in here. See, that's upstairs. That is just awesome how it just brings the light into here. But the one thing I really like is how the redstone now glows. That's the really awesome thing. Just have to do some minor touching up on. Let's see, where's the redstone? There, refix, refixed a couple of those little spots there. But man, these visuals though, I really like it. Now let's see where we're gonna save right down here. And I'm thinking this might be a good position to save it out. Where it has like the little lighting coming through. Which is awesome lighting. I'm really excited about it. So now let's see, we are going to go try. See, edit resource packs. So don't got the resource packs on, which is a good sign. I always like to try to make sure if I have any of those on or not. Now let's see. So I know they added the ghast ling finally. So we're gonna have to go see if we can go find one of those little guys. And then the next thing they added was, let's see. No, there was a few things. Almost forgot we're in the desert. Now where is, I need to clear out some of my inventory. Let's see. here, and then here. So put the wood right here for the time being. This in here, this in here, then here, this in here. Then there, then there, then there. Keep then there, then there, then there. Do I have a silk touch? Okay, I do. I always like to make sure I have a silk touch pickaxe just in case. Now let's see if we can go find one of those little gaslings. Oh yeah, I need a bucket of water. Because I know he's going to be needing some water when we get him out of there. Buckets. There we go, got 2 buckets of water. And then we're going to put this in here, this in here, this in here, this in here. Want to make sure I have plenty of room for them. Now I'm hoping that I'll be like near one. Now let's see if we can go find one of these little gaslings. See, the end looks a little bit different. Now let's see if we can go find one of those little guys. Because I know they are usually by soul sand. Don't know why the minecarts don't go as fast anymore. They only go like really slow. It even hits the power rail. Not going as fast. Now let's see. So where could the little gasling be? I know he's over here somewhere. See, I don't see anything so far. So we'll keep maybe going down the tracks here. see anything so far. So I'm wondering if they're maybe down over here. So we're almost towards the end of this tunnel. And I'm hoping to get across end of the pit, and then we can see if it's all sand. But it's looking really cool. I'm wondering what it's going to need to make the saddle for him. Because I know there's like a couple ingredients, I think, for it. See some more tracks there. Yeah, not seeing any soul sand. Gotta keep on going this way. I'm a bit curious though of how far the other ones spawn. If they're like the same length. Alright, so we made the soul sands. There we go, walk over to here. See something up here. Here's a bone. Nothing there. Might have to bring out, see how much a little bit. We'll fly around a little bit. Oh, I see something. Oh, that's just a normal bone there. Oh, that's the visited. Something between it. Let's see, another fortress there. So we're in the nether area now. Oh, here's some over here. See a couple of bones. See, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Come on, he has to be here somewhere. There he is! Oh, there? My goodness. Let's get you out of this place. See, make sure I have silk touch. See, silk touch, silk touch. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, come here. Oh, don't worry, we'll get you out of this place. Man, I feel bad for the other guests though. 'Cause I don't think they meant to be angry, I don't think. Let's see, any more little guestlings here? See some sandstone there. Hello? Any more ghast lings? My goodness. Why is there so much bones over here? Even there's XP right here. That is crazy. So we found one little guy. Is there like more of them? Let's see. Let's see if we can find some more of your friends over here. We could maybe try to save a couple of them. Not seeing anything. Look around a little bit. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here. Just have to look around. That was strange. There was a pickaxe here, or a sword, and then it just disappeared. Let's see, I don't see any over here. So I found one gasling. I don't think there's any more in here, is there? Unless if they're farther out, maybe. Anyone down here? No? Need one of these real quick. And then we'll go fly up here to see if there's any more. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. So he's might be the last one over here, I'm guessing, which is sort of sad. Yeah. That strange floating bone there. So we might have to take him home and then come back and see if there's any more. Well, that is awesome though that we were able to save this little guy. I'm hoping we can save some more. Oh, there he is. Hold on, we're coming. I see you up there. See, just making sure I didn't miss any. Hold on, we'll be right there. So you gotta climb up this. Hello there. Don't worry, we'll get you out of here. See, there we go. We were able to save two of them. have a look around here. Let's see if we can get out of here. And then I'm gonna have to come back maybe later on to explore a little bit more. Now let's see. Ow. That hurt a little bit. There we go. So that was towards... If I had to guess that direction there, so we'll have to go back there and sort of look around. But I'm glad we were able to find at least two of them. But we're gonna have to maybe explore more to see if we can find some more. Now I'm a bit curious to see what their favorite food is. I think it was like snowballs, I think. Because since it's really cold, they're really liking that. Because it's like, I think they don't really like the lava, which is, I would say, too hot. And the snowballs are very cold. And they sort of, it's like cooling. So let's see if we can go over here and see if we can go get these two little guys some water. Because I think you have to just have them sit in water for a little bit. Now let's see, we're almost out. I think we just have to go down this little tracks there. And then I'm hoping once we get towards the portal and get these little guys some water, we'll go see if we can get some snowballs. Because I know one of these portals, I'll have to see which one it is. I know it's sort of linked up to a snow biome, so we might be able to get a couple of snowballs there. Which I know they're going to be ecstatic to get a lot of snowballs. No, I don't know. I don't think they'll like the desert, I don't think. But I would say it's maybe a little bit better than what the nether was. The nether's like super hot, and then the desert's maybe, I would say, under that. Or it could be above that actually, because since it's hot, yeah, it would be under that because it's a little bit more cooler than that. Now I'm have to try to think of what names I can give them. Mm, well, since like I think both of them really like snowballs, so I think I can call one. Let's see. Once we get them in there, I'll pick one. Which one's gonna be named? Let's see. I think it was right around the corner here. See if we can go around here. There we go. Well, let's see if we can go get you guys a little bit of some water. Now I noticed the desert's a little bit more brighter. Now let's see, I need just some buckets of water. So now let's see. So this little guy needs some water. Now to make this easier so I don't have to keep going down there to grab water. So now I can go and do this, endless water source, and go and mine all this out. So now let's see, we're gonna have you sit there. There you go. See, that's gonna make him a little bit happy there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're gonna go and make sure to put that there. Now let's give this little guy some water as well. There you go. So now you guys are there taking some nice relaxing waters there. Now I want to go and check. See, what was it? I know it was in the crafting. Because I heard they added a new music disc, which is going to be really nice to see how that works. Wish I could see when it's nighttime. Because I don't think you can see the sun. Oh no, there it is. So it's almost going to be nighttime. So I gotta remember. Let's see, I'm gonna leave a little marker so that I know where they're at. So you guys are right there. Leave that little statue there. Now I'm hoping that will get them a little bit hydrated there. Now let me see. So while they're doing that, I don't think. Do I have any snowballs? I don't think I do. So yeah, we'll have to make a trip there to get some snowballs. Do we have any empty chests? We do. So I'll take a couple of those to go over there. There we go with that. Now it's going to take a little bit for them to, I would say, to regain back their energy. Because I know for them just sitting in the nether for, I would say, a long, long time. sort of exhausted them and took a lot of their energy. Now, where was... I think I can maybe fly over to it, maybe. Ow. Oh, it's still trying to load in some of the chunks. Ow. I don't think I can fly through this train tracks, can I? Yep, that's a dead end. Gotta go back the other way. Might have to train tracks. See what's going on here. And if we find some more of those little guys, I might take those home as well. Because it would be really handy having a couple of those ghasts. Because they will help with a little bit of when I'm working on projects. And then it's like if one of my friends needs one of them, they can use one as well. But the thing that's gonna be really awesome is to use those for like when building like skyscrapers, or if I'm like building like a sky base maybe, which is always really cool seeing how that works. Now let's see where this takes us. There we go, we found some snow. I know they're gonna be very excited when I give them a bunch of these. Sort of really nice and sort of calm one just in the snow biome. Even with the graphics though too, you could see like all the snow and the shadows. Sort of calming a little bit too. So let's see. Now is there any more snow? I need to grab some more. I like these little walking like little street lights here. Might have to make a couple of those. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. Hey, I missed you guys. How are you guys doing? You're staying good and warm in here? See, there's like the furnace in here. It's good to see you guys in here. Hello. Missed all of you guys very much. How are you doing? It has been a while, so I'll be right back and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll come and visit you guys and see how you guys are doing again. But it's so good to see you. Hello. Hello. Good seeing y'all again. So let's say I'm Mushroom Sword. Be right back. And a special delivery to bring this all back. Now let's see, we'll go and grab that. Tap into here, go and restart all that. So let's see, so we're back in the nether. My goodness, that was a big leap. Ow! I wanted to try to do this. There we go. There we go. Let's go try to get in there a little right there. let's just see about this. Man, that is crazy. I'm gonna have to check that out later. But man, Minecraft is cooking with. I would say they're doing really good with the music. Sort of ties up with some of the updates. But I would say this update was really, really nice. Sort of opens up the visuals and also sort of builds on like limits where you can like build higher and makes it more open. Like you can build skyscrapers or sky bases. Sky bases, I think those are going to be really awesome to see a lot more. And I don't know, I might make one of those in the future, I think. Because that would be a really fun project to make like a sky base and, be able to look down and see like a lot of awesome things from below and then like seeing that little sunrise and sort of the reflections as well would be really awesome. So let's see, we're going to go and head back into here. And we're going to go and drop off some of these snowballs over to the... Let's see, I gotta make sure I'm in there. There we go. So it looks like the sun's coming up a little bit. See, Electro's still doing good. Yes, the sun's coming up right there. How are you guys doing? Doing a little bit better. Just taking it easy. Man, it's just cool seeing that sunrise. And then just bounces off like the little shadows. And I really love how it just bounces off the back blocks as well. So it's going to be a little bit until these guys start to feel a little bit better. I'm hoping it'll be soon. But we're going to save it right here. And then I need to try to find out how that crafting works. Because I know they added a new music disc. Now I'm going to have to try to see how that works. Because I know it's somehow attainable.